Guten Tag, everybody. For today's fun fact, I need to make some quick homemade cheese. Now, seeing as this is the first and likely only time I'll be doing this, I thought it'd be fun if I brought you guys along for the ride. So, what I'm going to need today is milk, white vinegar, and salt. Now, I actually don't need the salt. I just thought it'd be nice to add a little extra je ne sais quoi. All right, let's bring these things over to the kitchen and continue there. All right, I'm in the kitchen and I got everything all measured out. So what I'll be doing now is heating up the milk to a light simmer and then adding the salt for that aforementioned je ne sais quoi. And then I'll be adding the vinegar. And what the vinegar is going to do is essentially curdle the milk, which will separate it into curds and whey, which then will bring us to our next step. But first things first. All right, that's looking well and truly curdled. So I'm going to bring this over to the table and we'll move on to the next step. All right, so what we're going to do now is take all the curds and put them into the cloth. And after that, we're going to squeeze the cloth to get rid of any extra moisture and then let it sit for a little bit. And hopefully, after that, it will be chow time. So, let's begin, shall we? Ugh. Look at that. Ugh. This is not very appealing looking. All right, that's all done, so now it's time to squeeze this bad boy. All right, it's all squeezed out, so now what I'm going to do is just let it sit for a little while, cool down a bit, and then when we come back, it's chow time. All right, I think we've waited long enough, so now it's time for the big reveal. Well, it doesn't look that appealing, but hopefully I will be pleasantly surprised when I taste it after my fun fact. So, wish me luck. Guten Tag, everybody. Like most people, I am a big fan of cheese, or in German, Käse. In fact, I really only have one problem with it, and that is how expensive it is. So, in an attempt to cut costs, today I've made my own cheese, which I will presently be taste testing. But first, I thought it would be a good idea to share today's fun fact, because there is a very good chance I might die of food poisoning. So, fun fact, the world's most expensive cheese is called Pule, and Pule costs around $600 per kilogram. That's just a little bit more than 2 pounds. Now, if you ask me, Pule better taste frickin' amazing, because if we're going by the name alone, it doesn't seem too appealing. Speaking of things that don't seem too appealing, I think it is now time that I taste test my concoction. So, wish me luck. Oh boy. Well, I can honestly say it doesn't taste good, but I was expecting a lot worse. So I'm going to chalk this one up as a win. Well, half a win, I think. All right, everybody. That's my fun fact. So as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. And auf Wiedersehen.